The year was 2010, a time when the internet was rapidly evolving and becoming an integral part of our daily lives. The internet, a breeding ground for stories, birthed a new kind of horror, one that thrived on the anonymity and vast reach of the digital world. A legend emerged from the depths of a gaming forum, a place where gamers shared their experiences and urban legends. It was a tale told in fragmented messages, grainy images and corrupted files, creating an atmosphere of unease and mystery. This was the genesis of Ben Drowned, a story that would become a cornerstone of internet horror. Please like, subscribe and ring that little bell icon if you enjoy content like this. The story originated on 4chan, a notorious image board known for its anonymity and often disturbing content where users could post without fear of repercussion. The author, who went by the username Jaducible, spun a chilling tale of a haunted video game cartridge, capturing the imaginations of many. It was a seemingly ordinary copy of the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, but this cartridge held a dark secret that would soon be revealed. Jaducible claimed to have received the cartridge from an old man at a flea market, a place where forgotten treasures often resurface. The man had warned him that the cartridge was cursed, a warning that seemed more like a plot from a horror movie than reality. Jaducible naturally dismissed this as superstitious nonsense, thinking it was just a story to add intrigue to the sale. He soon learned, however, that some warnings should not be ignored, as the events that followed would haunt him and the internet community for years to come. Jaducible began documenting his experiences with the haunted cartridge online. He described strange occurrences within the game. The music would distort, characters would glitch, and a menacing statue would follow him relentlessly. As Jaducible delved deeper into the game, the events grew increasingly disturbing. He encountered a character named Ben, seemingly trapped within the game's code. Ben's presence was malevolent, his intentions unclear. The game world became a warped reflection of itself, a digital hellscape where reality fractured and sanity was slowly eroded. Jaducible found himself drawn into a terrifying game with an entity that seemed determined to break free from its digital confines. One of the most chilling aspects of Ben Drowned is the titular character himself, a haunting presence that lingers long after the game is turned off. Ben, revealed to be the ghost of a boy trapped within the game, communicates through distorted text and manipulated game elements. His presence is not just felt but almost seen, as if he is watching the player from the other side of the screen. His messages are cryptic, often threatening, and always laced with an undercurrent of malice. Each interaction with Ben leaves the player with a sense of dread, as if they are being pulled deeper into his world. He torments Jaducible, warping the game world around him and leaving him with a growing sense of fear and isolation. The once familiar game becomes a nightmarish landscape twisted by Ben's influence. Ben's presence is felt throughout the story, a constant reminder that Jaducible is not alone and that he is playing a game he cannot win. The sense of being watched, of an unseen force manipulating events, is ever present. The story reaches its terrifying peak when Jaducible discovers the fate of the real Ben. This discovery is not just a plot twist but a moment of profound horror. He uncovers a tale of a young boy who drowned, his soul somehow pulled into the game cartridge. This revelation is both tragic and horrifying, adding depth to Ben's malevolent actions. This revelation adds a layer of tragic realism to the story, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. The haunting presence of Ben becomes a symbol of lost innocence and the dark side of human curiosity. Jaducible's story captivated the internet. Readers were drawn in by the detailed descriptions, the eerie images, and the unsettling atmosphere of the narrative. The fragmented nature of the story, told through forum posts and image uploads, added to its authenticity. It felt real, raw, and utterly terrifying. Ben Drowned spread like wildfire across the internet. It became one of the most well-known creepypastas, a new genre of horror story born from the digital age. The tale resonated with people's fears of technology, the unknown, and the lurking darkness that can exist within seemingly innocent things. A legacy of fear. Ben Drowned's enduring impact. Ben Drowned's impact on the horror genre, particularly within the realm of creepypasta, is undeniable. This story has left an indelible mark on the digital horror landscape. It established many of the tropes that would become synonymous with the genre. The found footage format, which gives a sense of realism and immediacy to the horror. The use of technology as a conduit for horror and the blurring of reality and fiction became hallmarks of the genre. The story's influence can be seen in countless other creepypastas that followed, inspiring a new generation of horror writers and creators. It sparked a wave of stories centered around haunted video games, cursed technology, and the eerie possibilities of the digital age. Malevolent entities lurking within the digital world became a common theme, adding a new layer of fear to our interactions with technology. Ben Drowned proved that horror could exist outside of traditional mediums, thriving in the digital space. It showed that the lines between reality and fiction are easily blurred, making the horror feel all the more real and immediate to its audience. The blur between reality and fiction, the power of creepypasta, is undeniable. What makes Ben Drowned and other creepypastas so effective is their ability to tap into our primal fears and anxieties. These stories often deal with themes of isolation, technological dependence, and the fear of the unknown lurking in the shadows. They reflect our anxieties about the increasingly digital world we inhabit. Creepypastas thrive on ambiguity and mystery. They leave room for interpretation, allowing our imaginations to fill in the blanks and conjure up our own personal horrors and fears. This open-endedness is part of what makes them so effective and enduring in our minds. From the depths of the internet, the rise of digital folklore. Ben Drowned is a prime example of digital folklore. It's a story born and spread through the internet, a modern-day campfire tale shared through forums, chatrooms, and social media. These stories evolve and mutate as they are passed from person to person, becoming ingrained in the collective consciousness of online communities. Digital folklore, like its traditional counterpart, often reflects the fears and anxieties of the time. Creepypastas, in particular, often explore our unease with technology, the internet, and the potential dangers that lurk within the digital world. A new breed of horror, gaming and the supernatural. Ben Drowned also tapped into a specific niche within the horror genre, the intersection of gaming and the supernatural. The story's use of a familiar video game as the setting for its horrors resonated with players who had spent countless hours immersed in virtual worlds. The idea that a game cartridge could be haunted, that the digital world could bleed into our own, was a terrifying prospect. Ben Drowned gave rise to a wave of creepypastas that explored similar themes, further solidifying the link between gaming and the supernatural in the realm of online horror. Beyond the screen, Ben Drowned and the fear of the unknown. Ultimately, Ben Drowned's enduring appeal lies in its ability to tap into our fear of the unknown. The story preys on our innate fear of the things we don't understand, the forces that exist beyond our comprehension. The internet, for all its wonders, is a vast and often uncharted territory. It is a place where anonymity reigns, where identities are fluid, and where the lines between reality and fiction can become blurred. Ben Drowned and the countless other creepypastas that followed in its wake remind us that even in the digital age, some things are best left undisturbed. The haunting continues. Ben Drowned's unfading grip. Even today, years after its initial appearance, the legend of Ben Drowned continues to fascinate and terrify. The story has taken on a life of its own, inspiring fan art, videos, and countless retellings. It has become a staple of internet horror, a chilling reminder that some stories once unleashed can never truly be contained. Ben Drowned's legacy is a testament to the power of storytelling, particularly in the digital age. It is a story that will continue to haunt the darkest corners of the internet, reminding us that even in the virtual world, some legends never truly die.